You're listening to 1069 Click FM, live in color.
What you are witnessing right now is the power of the democratic process in action. Every week, I ask people who follow me on Twitter to suggest games for all of us to watch together for the weekend. And this week, they decided on the classic football powerhouses that consist of the Sacred Heart Pioneers and the Wagner Seagulls, two stalwarts of the Northeastern Conference of the FCS, the Football Championship Subdivision. Hello everybody, welcome to another Stupid Sports Show. I'm your host, Jim B. We have a, let's just say, out of the ordinary game for you today, because it is a team that I'm pretty sure nobody really knew existed until they saw that Wagner got beat to hell by Rutgers. Oh, I know a lot of people voted for some different options. There was TCU versus Texas. I even put in the Wisconsin game. I think they were playing Iowa. But our crowd, in its infinite wisdom, decided that they wanted Wagner versus Sacred Heart. And so I've done my best to accommodate.
Simply visit the NCAA's web.
There we go. Now we know that that is actually working, and there should be video coming out of this. Oh no. Oh folks, we're gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun, because you see, there's supposed to be a specific portal, NEC Front Row, that is playing these games. And by the way, it is free to watch. Keep in mind, this is a big game for Wagner. They are looking for the second win of the year to help power themselves through what I'm sure will be a tumultuous rebuild in the following season. And will be booted away, fielded at the goal line, brought up on the far side of the field, dodging back inside at the 20. That is Sacred Heart, going to be taking it out to the 40, will make it to midfield before being shoved out. A great return by Sacred Heart to start this exciting game. Oh, we already have flags on the play, folks. There's a wrestling match during the kickoff return. Wow. There was 2 penalties on Pioneer. There was an illegal block by them when the return, and also they had a face mask. So they will start inside their own 20 at the 18. Geezer, this is the will of the people right here. Oh, never mind. It's even worse. They're going to be at the 9-yard line, because they completely screwed themselves over. The announcer being sure to point out that Wagner is a very disciplined football team and doesn't get many penalties. That starting run will go absolutely nowhere. Just to let you know, Geezer, on the subject of sponsors, all the usual sponsors that I have for this show declined to associate themselves with today's game. A faked handoff, and there's going to be a great run by the Pioneers QB out past the 40. Now that is a way to gain that yardage back. We'll get a first down. And so, the only sponsor that I've been able to get for today's game is brown sugar and cinnamon frosted toasted pastries. Hello, John. And that run also gets wiped out by another penalty by Sacred Heart. So they are now back again. Hey. Yeah, these are not tarts, I will let you know. That attempt to pass to Malik Grant will stop them shy of the 15-yard line. So yeah, this looks like this is going to be a very drawn out but ultimately fruitless first series, undone by several penalties on behalf of Sacred Heart. Third down and 5. Grant is now in the backfield. Oh, they actually made a catch out to the 25, 26-yard line. Sacred Heart completes it out there to the far side of the field, and that will move the chains. I attempt a little bit of the screen, but it doesn't work as they end up cutting back inside. It'll be a gain of maybe 4. My correction, gain of 5. Second and 5 now at the near hash mark. 3 receivers out to the right side. Single back and I formation. QB in the pistol. It'll be a quick handoff and be dancing his way up to the 34. Will be stopped dead at the 35, leaving them a couple yards short of the first down. Oh, God. Oh. I feel like I'm eating the air inside of safety packaging. You know those like big plastic balloons that they'll put in instead of peanuts these days? And all they are basically plastic bags of air, and you get bored and you pop them after you're done. This tastes like the stale air inside of those. That's what this tastes like. They did get the first down on that previous play, by the way. It'll be a 2nd and 11 now after a great run stop by Wagner. Leads to a loss of 1. Yeah, so we're not bringing that one back on camera ever again. Second 11 rolling out to the right, another pass to the far side. They're doing a great job over on that side of the field. That catch will lead them 3 shy of the marker. Yeah. Yes, the most deep delving question that you can ask of any college football player: what is your middle name? And I think they may have a stop here. Wagner finally getting a stop on the 3rd down and 4. They will stop them. They will get them down at the 46. A run that will leave them 2 shy of the first down. They're not willing to go for it, so out comes the punt team. Meanwhile, Sean informs me that Kentucky has gotten a field goal and they're up 3-0 over Vanderbilt. We're still keeping this part of the stream alive, folks. If you are keeping track of other games, and why you wouldn't be at this point with all this fantastic excitement. Oh, look at that excitement. Wagner just took their first time out. I'm not sure if we are rooting for somebody in this game, Ron. Maybe we have to root for coherence. Maybe we have to root for our streaker to randomly appear. That's the thing, RPG. It's actually available for free for anybody to watch at the website that I have pinned up above. Yeah, that's also an option, rooting for chaos, yes. But I like to think that we do that every week when we're watching sports. John, you could take that up with Luke. He is the one who did most of the major organizing to get this game to where it is today in front of all the brave people who are watching this channel. Will be a fair catch for Wagner at their own 18. And with 10:28 to go, Wagner offense will see the field for the first time today. Now, in case any of you are not aware with the Northeastern Conference, it is a pretty top-heavy division. The first and second place teams are all undefeated to have one loss. Everyone else is at 500 or below, and mostly below. Sacred Heart is one of the few teams that has a 500 record. Meanwhile, Wagner has a great power run on the far side of the field, getting them out to the 29-yard line. 11-yard run for Wagner on that first possession. That does move the chains. No, Luke. That is not the horror I was asking you about last night. Run out of shotgun, and it's a flea flicker back to the QB. And he is wide open down the field. Touchdown, Wagner. 9:54 to go in the game, and we have our first TD of the day by the home team, the Wagner Seahawks. And for a group that is scraping the bottom of the Northeastern Conference right now, they have to feel good about this start. It's great placement, great job by the receiver getting behind the defense, and for the rest of the team selling the run so well. Out for the extra point. The kick is up, and it is true and through. And just like that, 9:54 left in the first quarter. Wagner, the punching bag of the Northeast Conference, has taken a 7-0 lead over visiting Sacred Heart. And in case any of you did see that gray, furry blur of neuroses and anger, yes, Angie is back here at her usual pillow/blanket/perch, where she can observe things and make sure that I'm not doing anything stupid. Oh, they're advertising Sacred Heart University now. Aw, good for them. Yeah, that Thursday game was hard. There was a reason that we quit after my cat kicked the camera out of position, because that was the most entertaining thing that happened all night, and it wasn't going to get any better. From what I saw of the final score, I think I was very much right about that. Yeah. No, I'm not. I'm not hacker, man. I'm just couldn't be arsed to get out of my PJs this morning, so I figured might as well lean into it. What can I say, man? The dude abides. The dude abides. Wagner will kick it off again. Will be fielded across at the 21. Fair caught by Sacred Heart. I don't think they were expecting the kick to go to that direction and simply wanted to control the ball. No, actually, I don't know how many of you know this, but that was actually my nickname throughout college, was the dude. Notre Dame is beating Navy 7-0. I was also known as Bathrobe Guy because, I showed up to the first day of freshman move-in and pretty much for the rest of school wearing my bathrobe everywhere. So some people called me the dude, some said the guy in the robe, but everybody knew who it was. And, oh man, a fantastic catch through traffic over the middle for Sacred Heart, number 5, getting him up to the 46-yard line. And they are moving quickly. They do not want to give Wagner a chance to think. Illini touchdown, or up 7-0 over Purdue. And a great run up the middle to get them up to the 50-yard line. They're trying to keep things moving. Sacred Heart on this, their finally first productive drive of the game. They're nearly into enemy territory. And Vanderbilt currently leads 7-3 over Kentucky. Honestly, I don't even know what I would do with one, Luke. And I want to wait until we at least have 100 regular people in here for any one stream before we even think about doing a Discord. As another run by Sacred Heart. They're now inside the 40, have only drained a minute off the clock. They're moving quickly up the field. Fake the handoff. They're going to dump it out to the far side of the field, and it will be incomplete. That will hold things up for Wagner to talk about their decisions in life. Currently 2nd and 10. Sacred Heart working out of the gun. 2 receivers to the far side. 2 backs in the field. It'll be a lateral pass out to the far end again, and that receiver will take 9 yards inside the 30. It will be a 3rd and short for the Pioneers. Oh, Ohio State is up 7-0. Score prediction for tomorrow. I'm thinking 34-31 Bears over Lions. Of course, Luke's prediction was 70-0 Lions over Bears, but he's a bit more optimistic than I am. And Tennessee is up 7-0 on Missouri. Looks like the Pioneers have just moved the ball again, and they are down to the 16 of Wagner. Dang, that Wagner defense that kept them from going anywhere on that first drive seems to have just utterly evaporated. Split receiver sets on either side. They will hand it off up the middle, and it will be taken to inside the 10. They have to make the 6 for a fresh set of downs. Yeah, a a bit more, I think, Luke. And a fantastic job by the Pioneer running back this time. Was trying to take it to the near side of the line, ran into a whole bunch of defenders and cut back in to get down to the 6, and they'll mark him down at the 7. It'll be 3rd and 1 for what looked like was going to be a completely blown up play. All right, from the Wagner 6, 3rd and 1, they will hand it off again, and that time he will get buried, absolutely buried underneath a pile of players. Loss of at least 2 on the play. And Wagner defense bends but does not break. They are sending out the field goal unit for Sacred Heart. And in case you're wondering, yes, I am drinking coffee. Just that because of today's unfortunate sponsorship arrangement, I am not allowed to tell you what kind of coffee I am drinking. Sacred Heart's field goal attempt is true and through. We are now down to 6:11 in the first quarter. It is 7-3 Wagner over Sacred Heart. And they are just running the same Sacred Heart ad over and over and over again. Wow. Yeah, you can take your guesses, guys, but unfortunately, due to the contracts I have signed, will not be able to disclose. It's a shame, but that's the way things have turned out for today. A wiser person would use this disruption in sponsorship to maybe plug their Patreon or their Ko-Fi, but I like to think I'm a little stronger than that. Well, I haven't seen football played on a field like that in like 5 years. It was honestly the thing that actually really got me back into football was attending a Division III game at the University of Chicago. And another fantastic return by the Wagner kick returner, getting them up to the 35 this time. It'll be another attempt by Wagner to increase their lead over Sacred Heart. I would like to point out that I did try to find point spreads and point lines for these games, but nobody has them. Nobody's betting on this game. Be a swing pass out to the far side and would brought back in for a gain of about 3. Better than nothing, because it looked like that receiver was about to get wrapped up right quick at the line of scrimmage, but managed to pull back inside and lean forward for some extra yards. And Wagner now copying Sacred Heart. They're not huddling at all. They're getting right back into it. Out of the shotgun. It will be a handoff. It will be taken at the far side of the line and gain a 7 yards. At least 7 yards. Yep, 3rd and 3. Two receivers on each side now for Wagner on 3rd down. Quarterback in the gun. One of the Sacred Heart players on the line nearly jumps, calling out some changes of direction from behind. And they go for the handoff. Will they make it? Where the ref is indicating right now, they will be stopped a yard short of the 1st down. That's unfortunate because it looked like the runner got a good full head of steam going into that play. Yeah, they will definitely be marked short. And the offense is staying out on the field. Wagner is going for it. Liberty has scored a field goal. Right now it's 3-7, Connecticut leading. Thank you for that update, Logan. And that running play gets blown up in the backfield. Sacred Heart will take over on downs at the Wagner 40. 4:14 officially to go in the first quarter. I mean, I admire the bravery of Wagner to try to go for it there, but now they've just given Sacred Heart a short field, especially so soon after they were able to drive down the field with almost no resistance until they got to within 5 yards of the goal line. So this is going to be Sacred Heart. Tight formation on the far side of the field. Be a quick pass to the outside, and is it complete? Yes, it is. But it was complete behind the line of scrimmage, so officially they lost it down on that. Second and 11 now for Sacred Heart. They are back to the 42 of Wagner. Back in motion out of the field to the far side, and the pass will be swung out to him. He runs through he cuts back in on the defender and will pick up about 4. Yeah, that's going to be, third and at least 7. They gained 4 on that play. Purdue has missed a field goal. It is still 7-0 Illinois. Once again, folks, just to remind you, we are watching Sacred Heart versus Wagner, 2 teams that exist in the Northeastern Conference of the FCS. And so far, it's 7-3. Sacred Heart currently trying to drive down into Wagner's end of the field again. QB hit as he throws, and it is going to be knocked away inside the 10. Incomplete. No flag will be called. Ball bounced off of the defender's back. Yeah, and with that, it looks like it's going to be a very short punt for the Sacred Heart special teams. And they are not able to down it. It goes back in the end zone. Wagner will start at their own 20. I know, it's surprising. It's surprising that people have forgotten that schools like this and the FCS exist. Honestly, I don't think they get on anyone's radar until some like really cool 11-person lateral play ends up popping up on YouTube. I know they definitely didn't pay attention until App State, destroyed Michigan. And a great job by Simmons to get out of the first tackle and get knocked out of bounds at the 44. It looked like that was just going to be a simple run up the middle, but Wagner fooled everybody, including myself. Thankfully, the cameraman was asleep at his post and managed to stay in the right position to follow along. Now to right back at it again. 3 receivers on the far side. Back to his right. QB working out of the gun. Sends the receiver in motion to the near side to even things up. And false start. Yeah. Well, the few things that Wagner can be happy about this year is that they are in top 20 for least penalized teams in a game. They'll attempt another screen pass, and they will work fantastically as that runner will get out to the 50 this time, gaining back 11 of those yards and leaving a 2nd and 4. I also love the fact that on their on their little score ticker, you can see them updating everything in real time. They're typing it in. They don't have like any stingers or bumpers to block things. They tried to fake it again, and that run ended up losing them a couple of yards. 3rd and 7. RPG, that makes sense. Honestly, this does seem like one of those games where you could honestly have just fun just running up the score against the worst that player generation has to offer. 3 receivers to the near side for Wagner here on the 3rd and 6, trying to get back into Sacred Heart territory. And that will not help them. They threw it at the guy with the most defenders on him. He will not get a single yard, and Wagner will be forced to punt. Here's the kick. It is away. And it will be along the far sideline, out of bounds, officially near the 10. All right, well, that will help greatly for Sacred Heart to go further down the field. Maybe Wagner can actually get an early stop this time. Also, Logan informs me Arkansas is leading LSU 3-0. Once again, folks, because I know a lot of you are very interested and invested in the results of this game. So if you want to follow along live, there is a link to the game up at the top of the chat. You can watch it for free. You don't need to sign up or anything. Just click the link and it'll load. Amazing. Amazing what you can get away with when you're not beholden to like 6 million sponsors and the expectations of the latest technology. Easy first down for Sacred Heart, by the way. They have now made it out to the 27, but first quarter officially comes to an end. And Wagner, the team at the bottom, has started out to a 7-3 lead over Sacred Heart. It is a safe site to go to, yes. Then again, what I'm looking at through, I have uBlock on, so I'm blocking a lot of possible hinky stuff. I'm not sure. Maybe the fact that I'm watching it and they're not used to having more than a few, maybe we're crashing the site. You know. Oh yeah, they're still going to run commercials, for their own schools within the video, and you can't really do much about that because they're kind of operating it live in camera. Oh, there's the NEC app on NEC on the Run. It is free, and you can keep track of all your favorite NEC teams for all of their sports games, one-click access wherever you go. All events are streamed in 1080p. You can watch on any device. All right, enough of that nonsense. We start the second quarter now. Sacred Heart trying to get back into things and put Wagner in their place. Will be a quick pass out parallel to the line, and a whole flood of green jerseys come to smother the receiver that time. Tough to tell if he's even going to get any gain on that. Oh, it will be down as a loss of a yard, so they are now back to the 24. Once again, no huddle. Three receivers out to the far side. One back in I formation. And a great job of the back getting through, and will make it all the way to the 40-yard line. Definitely a first down for Sacred Heart. And Notre Dame is up 14-0 over Navy. Ooh. Oh, now that's embarrassing for Navy. And they're doing the same swing pass out to the right again. They managed to only get 6 on that one. 2nd and 4 for the Pioneers. Ohio State is also up 14-0 over Indiana. I am astonished. Astonished to hear that. Try it again. Another one for Lee, and wait, I thought he got tackled there, but apparently he spun out of it, was able to get up to midfield and gain the first down. Honestly, I thought that Wiley, the tacker for Wagner, had hands on him at the 45, but apparently just whipped out of it, was able to leap forward for the first down. Now officially at the midfield. 2 receivers to the right. 2 backs in the backfield. And so they hang it out to one of the receivers. And he will get tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of 1. Now they're just slowly organizing themselves again at the line. No huddle anywhere in this game. McCoy keeps the ball this time, faking the handoff, and they captured 1 defender, but 2 more from the linebacker core sniffed it out, and he will barely get back to the original line of scrimmage. 3 and 10. 3rd and 10 now. For this hard-hitting blockbuster of a game that everybody in my chat wanted to see, which is why we have a record-breaking 5 people in here right now. That's right. Friggin' 5. Let's shut that off so I don't have to think about that anymore. 3rd down and 10, back to pass, and with pressure will be sacked at the 45. Wagner coming up, make a big play. I think that was Titus Leo that they mentioned before. And Leo's sack is for nothing because there was an offside call on Wagner, so now it's 3rd and 5. Nobody behind the QB. He does a quick dump off to the right side. And that is going to be a first down for Pioneers, courtesy of the hands of Kortang, that's 18. For the Pioneers, they are down to the Wagner 39 now. Clock continues to roll. We're under 11 minutes to go. And where, not sure where that was supposed to go because of the camera work, but there is a penalty way down the field near the 10-yard line, so I'm assuming that there's going to be some kind of interference call. Yeah. So that's going to be a first down. And Wagner not doing themselves any favors right now. Couple of lousy penalties negating fantastic play by their defense. Single back and I formation. Tight end going out motion to the far side. He's out to block for a receiver on a screen, and that will net them about 4 yards. Be kept inbounds down at the 20. And they're not wasting any time. Right back in formation again. And this time they fake the handout to one side and QB takes himself to the far sideline. Will get out of bounds very close to the first down marker, and they are moving it. They have given it to him. They are now at the 14-yard line of Wagner. 1st and 10 again. Can the Wagner defense do what they did in the first quarter and keep the Pioneers out of the end zone? And a flip across the field. Manages to actually get forward this time and not tackled at the line of scrimmage. So a change of pace from how that play has worked a lot of times for Sacred Heart in this first half. They will get up to the 7-yard line. Yeah, second and... Oh, they only get them 6, so it's 2nd and 4. They have a give that goes through the left side of the pile. Looks like the stop will be around 6, so that's going to be a 3rd and 2 now. Getting down to 9:15 to go in the game. Substitutions are in, and the Pioneers are set and ready again. They fake the handoff, and it is picked off in the end zone. Either bad timing, bad route, but that ball went straight to a Wagner defender who caught it in the end zone. Touchback, Wagner takes it at their own 20. Announcers are also saying that the pass was deflected. So that might have been a reason why that ball looked so off target. Because I saw who they were going for. He's coming around the far side and trying to loop back into the middle. Meanwhile, for a running play for Wagner will net them 4 up the middle. 2nd down and 6. As we're now at 8:35 to go. Wagner working their way up the field again. They have the first down at least 3 more. The nice pass over the flat. And there go those chains moving on the far side. Wagner spreading out wide for this one. 2 receivers on either side, back to the QB's left. Pressure coming. Not extra pressure, but just enough to throw the QB off his game. Has to throw it in the dirt, incomplete. And now there's a penalty flag. Yeah. A hold on Wagner. Yeah, for a team that is least penalized, they are certainly making their lives difficult with all the laundry they are accumulating today. And that is going to set them back to their own 26. Now first and 20, another four wide receiver formation. One coming down in motion to the near side. Out of the gun, waiting for something to develop. It's just out of the receiver's hands over the middle. For number 6, incomplete. What, another penalty? A hold against Sacred Heart. And now we're back where we started this sequence of downs. First and 10 near the 46 or the 36, forgive me. 3 receivers out to the right for Wagner. They try to do holding play, but the Pioneers rush in. They saw that one coming and buried him back at the 31. Damn. All right, let's see if Wagner can regroup here. Pioneers looking particularly hungry, their defense favoring the far side of the field in coverage. And it is an incomplete fire over the near side of number 1 again. Honestly, RPG, I think Ohio State winning grinds a lot of people's gears. And I do mean Ohio State. Definite articles need not apply here. All right, another long, impossible 3rd down for Wagner. They have to get 16 yards, and he's being chased back to the 15 and will be dropped there for a sack. Yeah, no. It's one of those language things for me. Yeah. And now they get a first down off of a late hit. 15 yards from the spot of the foul, which puts them at the 30. They keep getting first downs, but they're moving backwards on the field. Yeah, exactly. As if I'm going to mistake, the Ohio State University with the big campus and the psychotic fandom and all of the money from the boosters and the TV deals with the Ohio State that's in the local strip mall. A great attempted grab, at least on that heave down the field, but it will be incomplete. Clock stopping now at 6:31. Somehow we are at 3rd and 8. I don't know how we got there, but I think it is better for me to not try to figure this out. We've gone about 9 and out. The only reason this drive is still going is because of penalties at this point. And another incomplete pass over the middle for Wagner. They will maybe get 4 seconds off the clock. And will finally have to punt. Yeah. What brain currency? I'm not operating off of brain currency these days. I may have at best a nickel is worth around maybe a quarters, but the rest, let's just say it is spent elsewhere. Welcome, William. It's all right. You haven't missed too much. So far, it's a hard-fought defensive whatever. It's FCS football. That punt will dribble down to the 28 of Sacred Heart, downed by the Wagner special teams. And we will wait for this to begin anew. Yeah, even the sex bots don't want to watch this game. You know? Yeah, sex bots have standards. At least Tim's enjoyed himself, and I'm glad for that. And if any of you are... And if any of you who are here are enjoying this, we do things like this on the regular, usually without, you know, the crowd suggesting the meme games. Feel free to bribe Alderman for pie. 2nd and 6 now for the Pioneers. Another faked handoff and a pass out to the along the line as a play they've been using a great deal and is starting to work more and more as they are tiring out this Wagner defense, even first half. We're underneath 6 minutes to go in the first half, by the way. And it is complete. Peyton Rhodes gets that pass over the middle from McCoy. And Sacred Heart is just like that at the 41-yard line of Wagner. As time slowly ticks away. I don't know so much if I can claim that. Another pass incomplete, by the way. And I'll be honest, I wondered for years if I had ADHD. And I was actually diagnosed at a young age of having ADHD. And the turning point, I think, came when I realized that the depression I had was real, that there wasn't something, just intrinsically wrong with me. Yeah, my dad didn't want to put me on the drugs either. But then when I realized that certain mental illnesses can often be misdiagnosed as ADHD. And suddenly certain things made a lot more sense. And we'll leave it at that. I'm not saying y'all went through the same things I did. And finally, Wagner's defense comes up with a play, sacking the QB back at the 46. But yeah, I do have to work against my own brain and sometimes my own instincts to keep myself focused. Like, getting shit together for this and getting this thing put together. Yeah. I understand, Ron. I understand. Holy crap. Pitt is up 28-0 after the first quarter against Virginia. The Wisconsin Badgers, inform me, Luke, are 39-8 in the month of November. It's good to know your strengths. A 1st and 10 now for Wagner after it gets punted away by Sacred Heart to their own 35. And Ricky Sproul will get forward to the 39, weaving through a couple of very quick tacklers for a gain of 4. And uh-oh, the announcers are being asked to do math. They were told there would be no math at this, and everything is falling apart. Late substitutions are getting in for Wagner. Everything is chaos. I can't see the play clock, so they might be getting a delay of game in a couple seconds. I was wrong. They get the play off, and because of an opportune, great block by number 70, the runner is able to get up to the 36. Oh, the 44, forgive me. So it'll be 3rd and 1 now for the Seahawks. And now Tennessee leads Missouri 14-7. All right, and that's good to know we have a math teacher in the chat, so and once again a play gets blown up in the backfield for Wagner and they lose 4. Out comes the punting unit. Yeah. What can I say, folks? We're all just an island of misfit toys, I guess. Welcome, Foster. Glad to see you could make it. And now Liberty has pulled within 4 of Connecticut. Be a fair catch for the Pioneers at their own 21. We have reached 2:02 to go in this half. Wow, we're going to get the top plays around the NEC conference at halftime. Oh, goodness. Yep. Oh, yeah, no, we're definitely in the weather time now. We're getting down into the 20s at night with the wind chill making it even lower. So have your sweaters out. Rhodes getting his 5th catch of the day. Now will be out to the 29, gain of 8. 2nd and 2 now for the Pioneers. Hit as he's thrown, incomplete up the middle. So now it'll be 3rd and 2. I mean, the throw was a little bit off target, but the QB was also getting hit as he threw, so I'm not going to hold that against him. Possibly the last attempt for Sacred Heart to do something before the end of this half. And they go back to the ground game and have some fantastic success with it all the way out to the 45-yard line. Down under 90 seconds to go now in this first half. Can Sacred Heart get something together so they can carry momentum into the locker room? Or will the Wagner defense hold yet again? Throwing up first down will be over the middle, caught inside Wagner territory, in behind the 33-yard line. Sacred Heart now looking very dangerously at the Wagner side of the field, and they're down again to once again go. Womack gets another catch and will power through for a first down, dragging a defender with him. Looks like we've had a stoppage of time. I'm not sure if it was for out of bounds or a timeout. Oh, he's officially short by a half yard. Meanwhile, Sacred Heart takes their first timeout of the game. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, no, I have to... Because of... I've been working on some behind-the-scenes stuff for another stupid streaming show, and basically, I had discovered it's much easier if there are certain things that I do in my head for the math, just so that I can get back into the practice of it. Basically, I have to do a couple of conversions to make some commands work, and yeah, I'm glad I am, because it's keeping the math fresh in my mind that way. Oh, damn, Walmart closes. Everybody is out looking for an open store. Oh man, when the Walmart closes, that's when you know things are off. Oh, or wait. Out of the short play, they do not stack the box, and they take advantage of it to run down to the 13-yard line. First down again for Sacred Heart. It will stop the clock briefly as they get everything settled again. And that pass to the far corner of the end zone, incomplete, batted out of the receiver's hands. Oh yeah, I remember the Waffle House Index very well. Uh-oh, and now we have a Wagner player that is down on the field, so it looks like we're taking an injury timeout. And once again, a reminder that we are watching Wagner Athletics on NEC Front Row. That link is up at the top of the chat if any of you would like to watch along this exciting, scintillating display of football championship subdivision competition. Once again, brought to you by Luke Birch and everybody in the mod chat and the Grossi Posse Discord that voted for this game. I always feel that credit should be properly given where it's due. Oh. All right, officially 36 seconds to go after that injury timeout. Sacred Heart going to be taking it back around, and Titus Leo once again doing work for Wagner, dropping for a loss there. It's about a loss of, I want to say 6 on that one. Dang. He's just finding his way through the line just when they need him to. Sacred Heart has called their second timeout, by the way. Whoop. They now have 3rd and 15. They can't get a first down inside the 2. Illinois can't do anything. They're still 7-0. Aren't Illinois the leaders in the other half of the Big Ten? Because I know there's the West and the East. Maybe they're doing just enough to win in the other half of the SEC? Well, Purdue is tied with a field goal now. With a touchdown. It's 7-7. Oh yeah, all our brains are different. And, you know, we have to figure out the ways that to make them work best for us. Out of the gun, Sacred Heart looking for it again. That pass will be down near the 4. Clock is still moving. Nothing from the sideline for the QB, and it looks like the clock will stop at 15 as somebody takes their last time out. Well, I'm guessing that is Oregon State University, Tim. That is up 3-0 on West Virginia, because I'm not sure who... Oh, it could be Oklahoma State University as well. There are too many OSUs. And Ohio State is currently leading Indiana 28-7 now. Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't doubt that the refs are more layered up today. This is getting to be that time of year. Oklahoma. Makes sense. Oh. Oh, I'll say that for the second half. Just to give you all who are new here a little bit of perspective, you may have seen the cursed Michigan hat that I have. It's the Michigan Wolverines hat with the Michigan State colors. I have promised that when I get to 1,000 subscribers, that hat will be destroyed live on camera. Meanwhile, Sacred Heart finally makes it into the end zone. Going for it on 4th down, and they make it in. As Malik Grant gained that catch out of the backfield and then powering into the end zone. Oh yeah, that will be fun. RPG. That's going to be a fun stream. And Duke currently leads Vermont 10-7. Oh yeah, only if you really want to, Tim. You know, share it with the people you think will be interested in half-assed, ignorant sports commentary and, of course, you know, Monday night music. You know, Foster, I made a promise, and I'm still holding to that promise. Oh, Virginia Tech. Okay. Not only will I destroy the cursed Michigan hat at 1,000 subs, for 2,000 subs I will do a live stream in a pink tutu. 10,000 subs, I don't quite know yet, but I know I'm going to make it special for y'all. Oh, you're an alum of both. Dang. I'm working with some of the best and greatest minds this country had to offer. Ah. A short kick for Wagner. And they just cover it up with 7 seconds to go. Yeah, Foster. I will do my best to cover up the less appealing parts of my body so that the nightmares of the viewership can be minimized. You know, I'm trying to plan this stuff. I'm trying to, you know, make it make sense and also not get myself kicked off YouTube at the same time. Oh, victory formation right here. Which means that there will be a knee, and we will go into the halftime. If my music playing app can stop with the Burger King ads. Yeah, that'll work. So, Navy has cut down Notre Dame's lead. Sacred Heart has taken over in their game against Wagner. And now you have the image of me in a tutu and stockings to keep you warm during halftime. We will be back with the second half of Sacred Heart versus Wagner, the NEC Conference showdown that everybody demanded here on another stupid sports show. And we are back, folks. Thought I would bring you all some cat for halftime because we can always appreciate a cat, and we're celebrating Monty a little bit today because he finally got his courage today. What a backflip. Well, for those of you who are not following along, Monty was a cat I rescued out of my backyard back in June. He was very friendly and looked like he had just been abandoned. And he was essentially a punching bag for all of the other feral cats in the neighborhood. And so that's kind of the position that he's taken by default when I brought him in here. You know, he's always been very, deferential to Angie, not trying to get on her nerves. And today, for the first time, when I caught Angie trying to pressure him away from his own food that he was still in the process of eating, I heard for the first time a growl come out of Monty's throat. And it was low, and it was scary, and I'm proud of him. I think she'll give him a break for a little while. Oh, Connecticut is winning 21-10, and Navy scored again. So, I'm giving it up for Monty today. I think that may call for another cup of coffee from a company that shall go unnamed, in the best interests of all of our institutions. Just to, and also give you a little update about things that are down the road. Yep, much like in The Wizard of Oz, Luke. Absolutely. I will be streaming for the Lions-Bills game on Thanksgiving. I figure it was only appropriate since that'll officially be my 1-year anniversary of doing these live streams and doing another stupid sports show. Alright, put in the request, Luke. You're not banned. So, that'll be happening. So, I'll be live on Thanksgiving for Lions-Bills. I will also have on December 23rd my traditional Tibbs Eve celebration. It's a holiday that doesn't exist. It's the holiday for procrastinators, for all those things you were going to put off. Say, yeah, you do it on Tibbs Eve, which isn't a real day. So hang out. We're just going to be here, drinking some mulled wine. I'm going to get drunk on stream. And it'll just be a nice night to relax that hopefully won't interfere with too many holiday things. And of course, we have the Super Bowl game stream. I'm starting to narrow that down a little bit for what game I want to stream the weekend of the Super Bowl. But we've got some good choices. Battle of the soon-to-be Big Ten, USC and UCLA. All right. You know what? I think I am down for that. Let me just paste it in here so as I remember it. And oh yeah, we're still taking requests for this week's stream of another stupid streaming show for the music. So if you got anything you want to add to the playlist, get it in by 7 o'clock this Sunday night. That is the cutoff, and then I take the rest of the time until then to get it into a good order and hopefully share something cool with you the following Monday. So if you have a song you want to get in that you want to either share with / inflict upon other people, in the same way that some of you decide to share this game with me. Oh yeah, Logan, I saw your requests. And okay, where are those? Yeah, just put them in chat. Because who knows, Twitter might not be a thing in a couple weeks, and I might have to start just getting used to taking these requests out of chat again. So, yeah, go for it, Tim. I'm hearing the song of somebody's people. Illinois got a touchdown. Now they lead 14-7. Hey, even I don't think Goff is our quarterback of the future, Sticks. I think he's a stable dude for now who's not going to, take us many places, but at least with Goff behind the wheel, I'm confident that the car won't explode before it hits the telephone pole. Oh yeah, no, he's a winner off the field. His girlfriend, she seems like she's very, very supportive of him and at least has a basic understanding of how the game works. So, who could ask for much more? Still waiting for the game to come back, by the way. All they have is the spinning Wagner Seahawks logo right now. Which honestly is, it's, yeah, I guess that's still a Seahawk, but I gotta admit I like the Seattle Seahawk logo better because it pays, I think, a lot more, a much nicer tribute to the indigenous peoples of the Pacific Northwest. Sorry to get real there, but that was just on my mind. All right, we have a whole bunch of score updates coming up. LSU is up 6-3 versus Arkansas. It's now 21-14 after Missouri scores. Tennessee's still leading in that game. Kip, we just hanging out, with the game that everybody was demanding to be put onto, ABC college football broadcasts. Wagner versus Sacred Heart. It's currently 10-7. Sacred Heart was able to get a touchdown in just before halftime. And I want to say that Wagner is getting the ball in the second half, but do not quote me on that. And since the only sponsor I have today tastes like packaged factory air, the only sponsor for today's episode of Another Stupid Sports Show is you, the viewers, because you all definitely made this game happen. All right, we got the Dragon Soul. Oh, thank you, Kip. Yeah. Oh, this is a bathrobe. I'm still in my PJs. I haven't gotten dressed. I essentially rolled out of bed and did the show today. Oh no, Notre Dame has scored a touchdown to lead 28-13, and there's another injury in the OSU game. Ugh. It's always the third quarter. Nothing pleasant ever happens in the third quarter. Yeah, I know, we're giving this game more publicity than they ever could have dreamed of. So yeah, if y'all don't get anything else out of this, just know that it is possible for college football to be available for free to everybody online. Oh no. Yeah, that is not good. Oh, I hope the cameras are staying off of it, whatever it is. That's all that I hope right now. Actually, that makes me wonder. So we've definitely had that. Oh. True North? True North, please tell me that if you're telling the truth about this and you do have a Twitter account with a blue check mark, please tell me you changed your name to Elon Musk. Oh, Tennessee woke up. Oh, dang. That is a shame. Oh, man. Yeah, I'd say this would definitely be ticking off the square of breaking news overshadows the action. Because as of right now, there is no action, and that is a big, yeah, that is a big problem for the Buckeyes. Oh, for Oklahoma, right. Remind me of the time I was watching a fight card, someone got poked in their eye. Instead of keeping the camera off him, they decided that tear-filled close-ups were the way to go. Yeah. Yeah, I've never been a fan of that. Yeah. From the one and only time that I ever watched an injury on something that I had recorded, yeah. Oof. You just there's something awful about seeing about getting the moment on film or even the aftermath. It's just for me. That kickoff will be received and brought up to the 27-yard line, 28-yard line. Okay, so that's where I was right. Wagner did get the ball to start the third quarter, but out of the gun, 1st and 10. That handoff will go absolutely nowhere. Let's see. Oh, wow. It's already snowing. Dang. Oh my gosh, a big catch inside the 35-yard line of Sacred Heart. Wagner suddenly showing some life. Wow. A great effort to get separation there. Yeah. That one's overthrown though. They went to the well little ones too often. And there we go. All right. Thank you, Sticks. Oh, what did they... Wow. Once again, Wagner bragging about the discipline and their lack of penalties this year. Just got another holding call, and it'll take them back another 10 yards. Oof. Oh my gosh, and it's a pick. First pick of the game for Sacred Heart, and it stops the drive dead at the 22. Ow. Ooh. Oh, man. All right, I got the second request from you down, Tim, so get number 3 in whenever you have a time. And the first play is a handoff and a blistering run up the middle by Sacred Heart back up to the 42. Gain of 20. And they are not fucking around, folks. They came to play. Whether they will continue to do it remains to be seen, but another 6-yard run right there is a good start. All right, Sacred Heart taking their time now, trying to bleed a little bit of clock, none of the fast pace that we saw in the first half. No call on that one, incomplete over the middle. Sacred Heart fans really wanted one. Yeah. Oh yeah, Logan. Especially after that game where our field ate like 6 of your players, I would be pissed as well. Holy crap, Purdue has tied up Illinois. The Spoilermakers are at work. But with that, Another incomplete pass, and Sacred Heart does nothing. Out comes the punt unit. Oklahoma has gained 80 yards. Yeah. It absolutely is. It's like the equivalent of play in a parking lot. And a fantastic job by the Sacred Heart special teams, crowding out the returner and downing it at the 1. Dang. Wait. Apparently it had contact with a player at the 13-yard line before it bounced there. So, yeah. Someone wasn't paying attention, and now Wagner gets it at the 13 instead of the 1. And they described the Wagner defensive stand there as a moral victory to even out the interception. That pass is bad down over the middle, incomplete. Yeah. I wish that for teams that don't want the natural grass, that better options would also be considered. I gotta imagine someone's been working on something like that in the past few years. Meanwhile, Wagner has to get rid of it quick because pressure was coming up the middle. Another incomplete on their end. West Virginia, within 2 plays, 38 seconds left, they're now down to the 5 of Oklahoma. Touchdown, West Virginia. Oh. Third and 10 now for Wagner. And that's a nice run for Palmer Smith. He gets the whole damn thing. Got 11, carrying a tackler with him. That's... Honestly, I have reason to believe it will change. Logan. And a screen pass that is found out very quickly. It'll be a gain of 2. I don't think it'll be around forever. At least I hope. Hope it won't be around forever. Yeah, I think his ankle got messed up good and proper, Luke. Blocked extra point. Sooners run it back. A 2-point conversion on a blocked extra point. This morning from Pelissero. NFLPA president calls for the immediate replacement and ban of all slit film turf and to clear the excess people and dangerous equipment from the sidelines. Ooh. A lot of moving and shaking going on. And meanwhile, holy crap, Wagner got a first down up to the 38. I missed the play as I was reading updates, and that pass is about 3 strides ahead of the receiver, incomplete. We're now down to 10:55. I don't know, Tim. Sometimes it be like that, man. Sometimes it be like that. All right, can Wagner do it? And nothing for Palmer Smith on that run this time. May have lost a yard. Yeah. Yeah, I think it was definitely an ankle injury. That's what I had read. 15 combined points in 37 seconds, 27 seconds left in the first half, and now another injury for Oklahoma State. And another pass batted down at the line. Well, the one decent thing you can say about Wagner is that they were able to get away from their own end zone, even though they had a little bit of help from the referees. All right, I have a question for all of you. Because I know that sometimes teams get, their names given, that their team names will get nicknames sometimes, like the Pack or whatever. But for a team whose mascot is the Pioneers, what kind of nickname is the Pios? I think this might be part of why I hate naming things, because it feels like we're running out of them at a quick pace. Oh, what a surprise. Another penalty on Wagner. Ugh. Vandy is still leading Kentucky 76 at the half. Oh, and Ishii is here. Good morning. We're watching the game of the year, Ishii. Oh, there has been a lot of grit. Wagner showed why they are the punching bag of the entire football college system. And, yeah. For everything that they're able to put together, they just keep committing penalties and screwing themselves over. And also, Ottawa and the Flyers are tied at 1 in the first period. Oh, that's right. There is hockey. There is hockey. Second and 9 now for Sacred Heart. And a hard hit from behind. Oh, that's where they are? They're at Staten Island? Staten Island? Oh, man. Oh, this game has everything. Third and 13 now for Sacred Heart after that sack. Once again, he has to run out of the pocket. And it is complete for a first down across midfield. Oh, no, it was incomplete. And now we have another injured player. Oh, you don't have to worry about my sanity, Ishii. I've got all the coffee that I need. Oh, believe me, RPG, I've been broken before. I am I am very far from broken these days. Injury timeout now in the game. This would probably be a good time for any score updates and all of that y'all could throw at me, because I find that every time that I look up the NCAA scores on Google, there's a whole bunch of them that they leave off. All right. And as far as my scoreboard goes, everything is still at halftime, so I guess screw me for trying at the moment. Ishii, take care. Hope your appointment goes smoothly. Hey. It's all right, Tim. At least you're willing to admit that you're goofed. Some in the sports journalism world still haven't figured that one out yet. Oh no. It's a kicker thing. Is it running into the kicker or roughing the kicker? Now we wait for them. And then the signal froze. Oh crap, it's the Sacred Heart kicker that's on the field. Oh, no wonder the coach is pissed. And after the announcers had spent all that time talking about how much playing time the defense had gotten together because the team has been so healthy, and now we get, ooh. Honestly, I'm not getting that kind of vibe from Sacred Heart RPG. At least not yet. If I learned something that, shows me otherwise, then I'll gladly be corrected, but yeah, and yeah, I did agree that he very much oversold on that penalty. Pardon me, I have to refresh the page because apparently my tuning into this game has overloaded the poor server that they have going. Are we back? By the way, I do want to point out that everything I'm doing right now is very legal. I am watching this through an approved and publicly available website, NEC Front Row, which broadcasts what appears to be many, if not all, of the games in the NEC. Oh my god, the signal is really down, isn't it? Oh god. Please don't tell me I broke the stream. Oh no. Oh god, it's just the wheel of doom now over the team logos. No. I broke the... Why did I have to break the damn site? Oh no. Yeah, you know what? I'm calling it. This game cannot get any better than that. I am officially calling it. Wow. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that is wow. No, nothing can compare to the fact that we killed the signal for the NEC website. Go out on a high note, folks. We got to go out on a high note. That'll bring us to the end of this broadcast of another stupid sports show. It was a time, folks. It was a time. I will get together the next possibilities for the college game next weekend, and I'll get the poll up on Twitter as soon as possible, assuming Twitter still exists. Thank you, everybody who tuned in today, and yeah, you can get that third one in tomorrow. I'll still be taking them around that time. This has been another Stupid Sports Show. I'm Jim B. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy the rest of your day.